Moderator Shri Pankaj Joshi, Principal Director, Urban Centre Mumbai. Shri Pankaj Joshi is India's most prominent conservation architects, urban planners, and civic advocates. He currently serves as the founder, trustee, and principal director of Urban Centre, a not-for-profit organization focused on creating inclusive, participatory models for city planning, public policy, and urban governance. Pankaj ji, stage is all yours.
Hi, welcome everyone. This post-lunch session definitely will not be a session where people will sleep with stalwarts here talking about Mumbai. I want to throw light on some numbers just to contextualize for us what is the Mumbai region that we're looking at. India is projected to be a 5 trillion economy by FY29, and Maharashtra will become the first $1 trillion subnational economy within this decade, with the ambition of nearly $5 trillion by 2047. If Maharashtra has to be a $5 trillion economy, we are talking about the Mumbai metropolitan region roughly looking at 1.5 trillion economy by 2047. That's 3 times what we are right now. And Mumbai metropolitan region will be carrying the major share of the load or the thing of the GDP. To put that in perspective, Mumbai metropolitan region by then would be something like 30. Sweden or, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, all put together comes in that area. The scale of this transformation raises some fundamental question which everyone is keen. Can infrastructure of Mumbai region keep in pace with this kind of growth projection? Can mobility become seamless and equitable for everyone? Can housing become dignified and affordable? And can development remain sustainable, inclusive, and livable? Because the scales are too huge and too fast. And because urban infrastructure is no longer about road, bridges, it's about quality of life, it's about economic productivity, and ultimately it's about Mumbai and Mumbai metropolitan region, which can evolve into a truly global metropolitan region. And to discuss exactly that, we have an exceptional panel. Dr. Shinde essentially has been involved with a lot of infrastructure projects, the Kalyan Ring Road, Airoi Katai Freeway, Kalyan Shirfata Road, water transport connectivity, healthcare expansion, heritage conservation project, including the 1,000-year-old Shiva temple at Ambarnath, one of the kind of major city projects, region projects. And also, the region is something where you have the Alibag-Vasai multimodal corridor, the new airport, the new port. You have, emerging growth centers which have been defined by the government. And now third, Mumbai. So essentially, a region is where all the action will be from now till 2047. City is more to kind of cater and to preserve what is there. A region is where we'll see the kind of growth. And we are seeing the kind of shifts where you are finding data centers coming in, logistics hub coming in, Bhiwandi, Navi Mumbai, all these areas are growing faster. So the first question is that, what is the larger vision? Like all these projects, these larger projects, do they weave into a larger picture? And what do you, as a elected representative and one who's been here in the center of action, how do you see this vision of the region to be? Just 2 minutes on that. What is your vision of Mumbai metropolitan region?
First of all, I'll thank the Hindu group for having us here, and also thank you, Pankaj, for such an elaborative explanation with all the facts about the MMR, where MMR will go in next 20 years. As you rightly said, Mumbai MMR will itself contribute to 1.5 trillion economy by 2047, which is Vikasit Bharat. So Mumbai metropolitan region will play a very significant role in coming time. And as you see, we are kind of decentralizing Mumbai. We are kind of taking uh, data centers, jobs, which are now accumulated at one place, say South Mumbai. So on north, we are coming up with the major port, which is Vadhavan, which is 70,000 crores project, which will give employment to lakh of youth. Then on the right side, as you rightly said, Navi Mumbai is there, data centers are coming up, Alibag. This and on the third side, you see my constituency, where MMR is growing at a faster pace. You enumerated a couple of projects, Kalyan Ring Road, then Airoli Katai Freeway, water transport. So I think your question was, how will you keep up with the pace? As you see Mumbai growing, as you see coastal roads, as you see the coastal road is being taken to Vasai and then to Vadhavan. Then you see for Thane, Borivali, Thane twin tunnel, which is coming up, which is a ongoing process, which will connect to the coastal road. Then you have coastal road itself of Thane. Then you have the freeway, which is existing. Then you have a tunnel again coming up underground, which is connecting the coastal road and the Orange Gate. So the pace, and also the metro, which is 377 kilometers of metro, which is going on in Mumbai MMR. It is the largest network in itself in the world, which is going at one time. As you say, Aqualine, which has been open up now. We started with line 2, 2A, then we are now line 14. My constituency itself has line 5, line 5A, line 5B, line 12, line 12A, line 12B, line 14. So the concentration of the infrastructure development is on the periphery now, where we can give jobs, give employment in the city itself. As you said, the data centers. Government of Maharashtra, our Honorable Chief Minister and also the Deputy Chief Minister are concentrating on bringing more and more data centers here. So data centers will create more and more jobs. Navi Mumbai will have logistics centers, Bhiwandi will have logistics centers. So I think going with the current speed, MMR is progressing at a rapid speed, and keeping in mind the you said it is around 6,800 square kilometers, which is more than any country, a lot of countries together. So I think we have a holistic plan. We are doing infrastructure at a greater speed. Then we are into transportation, where people can commute easily, and also most importantly, the housing. So it is an inclusive approach where all the strata of people will be progressing at the same time. And earlier, MMRDA, SRA commissioner is here, Kalyankar ji. I welcome him. Sir, welcome. SRA, Mahada, SIDCO were working in silos. Now it is an inclusive approach to bring all these organizations together. They work hand in hand with each other so that they can understand the city better and take decisions very quickly.
As a follow-up just to that working in silos and all, this whole idea of about a unified metropolitan transport authority, where you have a metro, you have suburban rail, but suburban rail is so important. Like if something stops on Ambarnath line, virtually nobody can reach Ambarnath Badlapur now, unless ST buses come in and help them out if there's a crash or something. Can we really think about a unified metropolitan transport authority, like 12,000 buses which will go into the region? And what you started with, that the Mumbai One Pass, where one ticket works for all authorities. You started with the software, but if that pass, like Octopus Pass in Hong Kong, or passes across the world, where you have only one pass which goes through multiple transport networks, can we have a transport authority which can be unified? And
it has been already, the decision has been made, and also the work is in progress, where these corporations, Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation, Ambernath, Ulhasnagar, have come together. They have formed a body where the transport is unified.
okay.
So it is not like only Kalyan Dombivli will cater Kalyan Dombivli, Ambernath will cater Ambernath, Ulhasnagar will cater only Ulhasnagar. So now it is a woven structure and a unified plan where these bus services can go from Mumbai right way to Ambernath, Thane, Kalyan. We are coming up with the water transport. The work is ongoing at a greater pace. In coming time, you can see people can commute from Kalyan in water transport, water taxi to Mumbai, Vasai. So the work is in progress. Then the metro network, which is extending till Ambernath. So you have road connectivity, you have metro connectivity, you have water transport. And again, we are coming up with the access control road from Badlapur to straight to the Navi Mumbai airport and also to the Mumbai. As you said, my constituency has DMIC, my constituency has DFCC, my constituency has multimodal corridor. So all the structures taken into consideration, we are developing a access control freeway which will connect my whole constituency. See, now if anything happens, if you are staying in Badlapur, so you have to hop to Ambernath, you have to hop to Ulhasnagar, Kalyan, Dombivli, Mumra, Thane, and then you come to Mumbai. But after this access control road, Ambernath person can access this road within 5 minutes. Ulhasnagar person can access this road within, it is like a Samruddhi Expressway which is connecting whole of Maharashtra and connecting all the districts and talukas. So you have to reach in 5 minutes to that access control road, and from that access control road you have direct commutation. So the worry like Ambernath में क्या हुआ तो आगे क्या होगा ये सब भी खत्म हो जाएगा थोड़ी साल में.
Like water transport you mentioned, I think it's one of the most underutilized stream of transport. Many cities have connections to the region and to this. So can you just elaborate further on this Kalyan, Mumbai?
Water
Vasai?
transport is like, it is the part of 101 national waterways, which was the decision which was taken by our Honorable Prime Minister. So it is one of the 101 waterways. So it starts from Kalyan, it comes till Kalwa Creek, and then it goes to Vasai, Virar. And on the other side, it goes to Navi Mumbai and it comes to Mumbai. So we have a large creek which is engulfing the whole of the, say, you can say MMR region. So the jetties are being built there. So a person now in future, in say 1 year, can commute from Kalyan to Vasai very easily, Kalyan to Navi Mumbai, and then to Mumbai very easily.
The other thing which all of us may not know is that the region predates Mumbai. So if you're looking at the 1,000-year-old Ambernath temple, or if you're looking at Kondane caves, stepwells of Pain, the Vadas of Kalyan, and Dr. Shinde has been instrumental in restoration of revamping the Ambernath temple. Do we see cultural economy and tourism playing a major part in the metropolitan region tourism?
See, if you take example of Siddhivinayak temple, it contributes to 100 crores yearly per annum. Likewise, we have 1,000-year-old Shiv Mandir in my constituency, where it is being the area, the periphery is being developed now. So I think people come in large numbers to that mandir for over a very long time. But it is not regularized, or it is not in a format, as you say, the temples which are developed, Mahakal corridor is developed. Then you say Somnath corridor is being developed. So same line, we are developing the Ambernath corridor, where this regional tourism or spiritual tourism will again add into the revenue share of that particular corporation or that particular region. So it will play a major role, because the project itself is costing around 200 crores, where it will be a whole one of its kind, you say. So a large number of people will come to take darshan and also to feel that it is an experience.
Oh, okay. The final question is that there has been till now substantial criticism that Mumbai has been the big brother and everything else is the dormitory town. But with the whole new kind of growth centers coming all over, new centers of jobs, we are seeing a substantial change in last 10 years. What we've seen is splintered urbanism where you're seeing different centers growing all over the region. How do we really now see in terms of allocation of funds? Do we really see there's an uptick in region getting its due rather than, the focus being Mumbai?
Mumbai MMR region, the fund allocated and the projects ongoing are 4 lakh crores. MMR region, which contributes of Mira Bhainder, now you say recently, our Honorable Chief Minister inaugurated the metro in Mira Bhainder, which is the first metro outside Mumbai. Thane internal metro will be inaugurated very soon. Kalyan metro work is going on. So we are investing a lot in the peripheral cities. As I said earlier, it is like decongesting Mumbai and giving jobs. As you rightly said, they were the dormitory towns. My constituency person is traveling every day to South Mumbai for jobs because all the jobs are like situated in the South Mumbai. But we do have MIDCs there. We do have Amarnath MIDC. We do have Kalyan Dombivli MIDC. But now we are coming up with the data centers. We are coming with the logistics centers. We are coming up with the skilled development centers which are working in alliance with the MIDC. We are coming up with the other extended MIDC part in Taloja, in Kalyan, in Dombivli. And why we are developing Vadhavan port? To decentralize this and so that people can get jobs in this peripheral city, and also the development of these peripheral cities will again contribute to the GDP. And again, this development, see, my constituency, when I got elected in 2014, it did not have a major developer there. Now all the developers are there because of the infrastructure, because of the money put in by the government, by the state government, by the central government. Central government, under the leadership of Modi ji, also a lot of transformation in the railways have happened. 5th, 6th line have happened, 3rd, 4th line have happened. Lot of infrastructure, lot of money has been poured in. So it is a holistic kind of approach where the city is spreading into 6,200 or 800 acres.
Advocate Shelar, I have a question with you, being the guardian minister of Mumbai suburbs. I think one of the most kind of basic question which comes to our mind that we have a pedestrian first policy for Mumbai. However, what we find is that all the infrastructure projects which are happening tend to be vehicle first. And especially Mumbai suburbs where we stay, we really don't find wide enough footpaths like you have in South Mumbai. The open spaces are lacking. And of course, a long pending SATIS, station area traffic improvement schemes, has been going on very slowly. So can you throw light on this pedestrian first policy? How do we improve that? And the SATIS schemes which need to kind of transform Mumbai suburbs.
To begin with, let me first express my gratitude and thankfulness to the Hindu group for having us over here. And I must say that what Shrikantji has just mentioned has also thrown a light, even somebody like me, to know many more things which in MMR region actually the government is doing. And I must congratulate Shrikantji and his team for doing that wonderful job. Now let me come to the question which you have asked me. To begin with, let me say that there is a challenge to a holistic development of the city. One has to understand that fact very clearly. That 437 square kilometer of Mumbai, when we say that we are entering into an area where we need to develop this city at a next level, then obviously there are certain challenges. And these challenges cannot be overcome within a day or a night. Obviously, the stakeholders are demanding rightfully for their all claims. The first thing which the Mumbai city has been able to do under the able leadership of our Chief Minister Devendraji and obviously Urban Development Minister Eknath Shindeji, Sunitra Tai and all, is that how we can minimize the carbon immersion. Your next question would be about environment.
Yeah.
As the importance is about the tree plantation, which is absolutely correct, because there is no other mechanism which can produce the oxygen except the tree. That is the most important issue. At the same time, what is most important is that we have to have a system where there should be a less carbon immersion or no carbon immersion. So what has been explained just now, that vehicles creates a more carbon immersion. So how can we give an alternative to it? Then the ring road, coastal road, cement concretization of the road, potholes free road, seamless traffic, this all which you have mentioned, that is a vehicle first approach. This is not only a vehicle first approach. This is a city's environmental betterment approach. And therefore, these are the works which is going on, number one. Number two, we believe we want to protect, and we are doing for the pedestrians, and that's why you can see the creation of the promenade, which is more than 5 kilometers, which starts from Nariman Point, comes to Worli. That is something for the pedestrians, which was city lacking every time. We see at bandstand, be it a Carter Road, be it a Bandra bandstand, let's take it to the Warsaw. So whole of the coastal lines, eventually step by step, let this open space get utilized for the citizens. Let they enjoy their walking. Let they enjoy the running. What has been designed correctly under the leadership of our Shinde Sahib about making the area green space, which is racecourse area, remaining area of the racecourse, the area for the walking, for the open spaces. Coming back to the lanes and bylanes, we have to find out the midway, that whether we want a footpath at both the sides and get the reduction into the space of the road space, because we have parking also there. So the BMC has come up with the approach that you can have a footpath at one side, and one side footpath can be utilized for the plying of the road and sometimes for the parking also. So there is a practical approach about the same. So we are working on even convenience to the walkers. Now we have entered into the third stage, that not vehicle first approach to the walkers, but also a cycle first. And we have seen the cycles and bicycles planning areas are getting enhanced, be it a promenade and many other places, even at the coastal road. So these are the three ways which we are trying to plan. Yes, there are challenges. Step by step, we are achieving the same. Now, SATIS is concerned, it takes an immense follow-up and a great courage to do the same. I'm saying it because practically we all know that we have to take into the consideration all stakeholders, be it a legal hawker, I'm talking about legal hawker, be it our auto rickshaw, taxi drivers, be it a connectivity to the station by way of BST buses to many other things. And when we take into the consideration all that, we need to have more spaces near the suburban railway station area. Now you go to the Bandra station. We have restored the heritage structure of Bandra. We have given an access to the auto, rickshaws, buses, private vehicles, cycles, bicycles, parking spaces, and access free, which has been started at CSMT, the new CSMT station which is coming with that. We go to the Andheri station, the station over station project has come up. And as we all know today, when we are discussing Bandra, we know Bandra East, where the entire settlement which was not correctly done, which is making the free for the people. So this kind of approach of SATIS and access is a focal point. Challenges are there. This government and leadership is focusing on the same.
So regarding public transport, you have bulk of a city uses public transport. 60% by rail, another 30% by BST. What has happened is that the overall reduction in the number of buses for BST, and the BST number should have touched 10,000 by 2028. Are we anywhere near kind of getting those numbers of now that Prime Minister has put emphasis on electric buses and electric vehicles? Do we think that we'll achieve that number where 3.5 million people trips will be by bus? Because Mumbai, bulk of the people either using suburban rail and then shifting on to BST buses for the last mile connectivity. Do you think it's feasible that we'll be achieving the numbers in another 2-3 years?
I can say that BST is the glory of the city. Buses, BST buses, especially because Mumbai is known for many things. The most importantly is BST buses. In my childhood, many of us has traveled by the BST buses, and that was something, the old memories which we carry. And even common man today is also flying by the BST buses. I must make a statement that unfortunately, what has been done wrongly by Uddhav Thackeray government, we have to pay back. The citizens has to pay back. The privatization, the VRS policy, making the BST staff to resign, make them voluntary retirement scheme, reducing in the number of the BST buses, and even the staffing. That has caused immense loss in that tenure. But okay, we are not here to only passing the buck. We have started with a great effort. One, by giving more number of funds from BMC and from Urban Development Department to the BST department to get their transport administration correctly done. Number two, how can we reduce the number of human resource per buses? That will give the space for the BST transport department to breathe correctly. Otherwise, there was getting overburden. Number three, remapping of the city's transport plan, because what was old typical transport plan for the BST buses will continue, but the new challenges has come. As rightly stated, the fourth, fifth line of the railways, then the metro stations newly came up. The growth center has changed from Kanjurmarg to BKC to South Mumbai to the new Mumbai, even to the new Mumbai which is coming to the Oran. So remapping of this connectivity of the BST routes to the destination. Number four, there is a huge number of redevelopment, be it a slum redevelopment, be it a cluster redevelopment, and then map the requirement of that redevelopment, residential areas to connecting to the metro and suburban railway. That mapping has been concluded. The EV buses, the process has already started. More than 1,000 buses has come. To reach to 10,000 buses, it takes it step by step. But we are here to commit to the Mumbaikars that we'll see that old glory of the BST buses, EV buses, last mile connectivity, new growth center connectivity will be completed within the 4 years, and that is how the challenge will complete the same.
You have been associated with sports and sports administration. Mumbai is the only city where the per capita open space is less than 0.9 meter per person. Where, even the central government has been prescribing 4 square meter per capita. Is there a way where we can kind of take up this challenge, maybe create built up play spaces, both, you can also answer, where, play spaces can be constructed on higher floors where we augment the per capita open space by creating maybe basketball courts at a higher level if you don't have land which can be brought into open spaces. Is there a possibility of, growing sports where our kids have spaces to
We are very much concerned about the open space. As rightly said by Ashish Shelarji, the Honorable Minister, city is creating 300 acres of open space in Mumbai. The promenade area and the race course, which contributes to a 300 acre of open space right inside Mumbai. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, when he was the Chief Minister, Eknathji Shinde Sahab came up with an concept of cluster redevelopment. Cluster redevelopment is an inclusive redevelopment where your concern is being addressed. Earlier you had redevelopment of a particular building where a private player used to come, developer used to come, and he used to redevelop that. SRA commissioner is here. SRA is also like you take out the slums and then a private player comes in, FSI has been given to him, and then rehabilitation occurs there, and also the rest of the space is being sold off to make it a feasible structure. Now the cluster concept is like it is being implemented in all the major cities so that your open space query is being addressed. What is cluster? Cluster is like you take together the slums, the mid-rises, which are the old structures, which are gonna go for the redevelopment. And it is a whole. In Mumbai, we have a threshold of 50 acres. In Thane, we have a threshold of 20 acres. In Kalyan Dombili, we have a threshold of 10 acres. Where this 10 acre will be taken together and the reservation will be put. Reservation will be put like playground reservation, garden reservation, hospital reservation, school reservation. So it is an inclusive approach where a slum dweller which now lives in an illegal household, he will get a legal household, better household, better amenity spaces. Now he does not have, he has zero amenity space. He have zero amenities. But after this cluster, which has already been started in Thane, which has already been taken over in Mumbai, it is now spreading to Kalyan Dombili, Ulhasnagar also. Yesterday only we have taken decision to implement cluster regulation in the periphery, my constituency. So this cluster will have all the reservation, which will create an amenity space, open space for all the household who are living till now in the slums or who are staying in the mid-rises or the old buildings, old structures. So the amenities which the new person will get, who will pay for it, and same amenities will be given to that slum dweller. He does not have to pay anything. He will get his legal household with all the amenities. So that is a cluster model which have come out of a mind of Deputy Chief Minister. Nowhere in the world this cluster housing policy is there. It is only being done in this MMR region. So it is an innovative concept, inclusive concept to include each and everyone in this. So it will be a success where I said earlier these departments are working in silos. SRA, MMRDA, SIDCO. Now the SIDCO, MMRDA, SRA are all working together in this cluster. So this is a holistic approach, inclusive approach, where all the organizations of the government are woven together.
Dr. Kalyankar is here, so I think we are. No, you please, yeah.
Allow me to pardon and leave the show because I have to attend something else. Please, thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Kalyankar, एक प्रश्न होता. The SRA, which was started way back in 1990, started with Shivsena Punarvasan Prakalpa, Deputy CM, everybody was involved then, and all of you have been involved since 1990 for this process. Sir, the slum rehab or slum SRA had several forms. We were supposed to create 2 million houses. We managed to create in last 30 years around 250,000, 275,000 houses. If we go with this current pace, it will need roughly 250 years to kind of cater to all the informal settlements in Mumbai. Do you think there has been a substantial change in looking at expediting this whole process of slum redevelopment? Is my first question. The second question is, till such time that people get rehabilitated, can we at least provide them with water sanitation, because that is really lagging in a lot of slum affected areas? And third, what everybody is looking at is the Dharavi redevelopment project. Can it serve as a model? There are some areas which are comparable, maybe larger than Dharavi. Rafiq Nagar, Charkop, Malavani. You look at Trombe, Chita Camp, Jogeshwari East are areas which are as big as Dharavi and as complex as Dharavi. Will Dharavi offer a model for them also to redevelop? Because success of Dharavi will kind of pave way for several such areas to be taken up. So there are three questions. One is, can we scale up housing creation? Second is, can we, in the interim, improve quality of life in slums? And third is Dharavi redevelopment project, where it is going, what are the kind of successes, and how do we kind of see this as a model for other larger slum pockets in Mumbai?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I thank Pankajji, the Hindu team, as well as the sponsors for inviting me here and providing an opportunity. And that too in front of the visionary leaders who are present on the dais, who are shaping and reshaping this Mumbai and Mumbai suburb and MMR. Coming to the point, the screen shows that time is up. But I was told that I had to come here by 2 p.m. But later when I reached here, they said 2 p.m. is the ending time. So they had preponed the function. In any case, the 3 questions raised, I will try to answer it in a way which will be integrated. Way back, 29 years back, Bala Sahibji Thackeray initiated this scheme of Shivshahi Punarvasan Prakalp. And this is how the Slum Redevelopment Authority started to provide rehab houses. And this was one of the unique kind of providing houses to slum dwellers, that too free. And I think this has not been done in Spain or Brazil also. This is the only country and perhaps the city or state where we provide 300 square feet houses free of cost to the slum dwellers who are eligible. Though there is an lot of gap of formulating this scheme, I always say it's like a evolution of mankind. First, like a monkey, we had tail, and then after evolution, now we are here today. Similarly, SRA authority and we planning authority work in same way. Honorable MP Srikanji rightly said that we used to work in silos. Now, we are jointly working, and there is a concept called Growth Hub also. So by 2030, we are planning for that. And Viksit Bharat for 2047, we are planning for entire this thing. Different level planning is there. So we will be providing 5 lakh 9 houses till 2030. So 2030 is the time limit which SRA has planned to provide 5 lakh almost houses for rehab units. While if we consider all these 29 years, SRA has provided only 2.97 lakh rehab units. But now, what we have done is we know how many schemes are in progress. Right now, 1,000 plus projects are in pipeline. We have given permission for at least 6.25 lakhs of rehab units till today. So likewise, also we have planned for joint venture. Joint venture, we had given 228 schemes to BMC, to Mahada, but this could not work out because of other work. And so now, right now, Mumbai Mahanagar Palika on their land are working on 39 rehab schemes. So what will happen is, BMC will give different portfolio of rehab units, and they can be utilized for rehab of slum dwellers as well as PAP where different projects, vital projects are going on. If you consider what SRA or Shivshahi Punarvasan Prakalp has given to MMRD or this Mumbai PAPs, that is almost more than 50,000. So it is not, nothing is happening, but only things what you rightly said is the pace was not proper. And just now, also MP Srikanji had mentioned that cluster approach has been initiated by this government. We have identified 19 clusters in Mumbai wherein the land will be unlocked, the potential will be increased, and out of these 19 clusters, we will be able to provide 7 lakh rehab units within a span of 4 to 5 years. Maybe by 2030, additional 7 lakh rehab units will be created. Likewise, we have almost 600 acres of government land which belongs to central government. So government is in a process. Honorable Guardian Minister has also written, Honorable CM has also written, erstwhile our today's Housing Minister and erstwhile Chief Minister has written to central government and Niti Aayog for unlocking this potential of 671 acres also. So there is a process going on wherein we will be able to develop in coming years cluster of 19 clusters which comprises of almost 1,000 hectares, more than 1,000 hectares, which will ultimately give us 7 lakh of rehab units. So definitely there were certain issues like there were stalled schemes. Why they were stalled scheme? Because of CRZ, because of central government land, because of the funding capacity of the developers, because of the different policies. Now we all have integrated this, and we are in a process to see that amalgamated and integrated city and urban infrastructure comes up. So I don't think that this Viksit Maharashtra by 2047, Mumbai will have any slum existence. Also, SRA has developed a portal called Netram, which rightly specifies and tells us how many additional encroachments are there. So soon there is a meeting with Honorable CM, which in the whosoever is the landowner will be getting data from us, from the Netram app, which we have developed from Baisakh, Ahmedabad, and which we will be able to tell them that these are the new huts which are ineligible. So the landowning authority like BMC, like MHADA or Collectorate can go and dismantle that and remove that encroachment. Recently in Bandra also on railway land, under the guidance of Honorable Guardian Minister, the MMRDA and railway authorities have demolished this illegal structure which was in existence since 20-25 years. And we all are struggling to see that from Honorable High Court to Supreme Court, we get a clear mandate on this. Also, there had been a suo motu policy from the Supreme Court to High Court, wherein High Court has definitely appreciated the authorities' work. But in addition, they have told so many things to do. Like there is an apex grievance redressal system which should be separated and which should speedily give judgment. So just now, last week, Government of Maharashtra Housing Department has formulated AJRC 2 also. One should definitely understand that slum dwellers, they don't vacate the land until the rent is given to them, until a proper agreement is given to them, and they definitely carry a weightage of thinking atmosphere that they should get some more land, some more money. So developers are also not in a position to see that they do all this time in time, and litigation is up to the topmost this thing. You can say the litigation now also is, we have almost 9,000 plus cases in High Court. So that is how this speed of the SRA scheme is little bit hampered. But now coming to the cluster policy, there will be a single master developer who will develop this, and a pilot project on this is initiated in Juhu Galli, wherein we have taken 101 acres. So if we consider all these 18 or 19 slums, which are 19 clusters, they range from 50 acres to 250 acres. So if we calculate all this, 1031 square kilometer of hectares will be removed in coming years. Coming back to your second question of sanitation and water supply, certainly there is a water supply to these slums. Also sanitation facility is there, but looking at the crux of it, narrowness, you can't. Coming to Dharavi, if you see, per person there are 1400 toilets. Though this is the old data, and if we give a leverage of 25%, 30%, that means 1000 plus toilets are in existence for one person.
No, for one toilet per 1,000 people.
Per 1,000 people. So if you consider this data, it is definitely to be worried of. But unless and until these slums are removed, integrated development is done, this can't be done. But today, drinking water facility by BMC is certainly good. Maharashtra's and especially BMC's water quality is supposed to be one of the finest in the globe. Likewise, the Dharavi redevelopment project is almost 350 plus acres of project, wherein almost government is 20%, DRP is 80%, where we have almost NMDPL has invested 6,000 crores today. There will be a model hub of connectivity underground from where we are planning, NMDPL and DRP is planning to see that all these transportation boarding pass for Navi Mumbai airport as well as boarding pass for this airport can be taken there itself. A multimodal transport hub is coming up. Not only that, almost 1.5 lakhs of people will be rehabilitated there. Not only this, the Dharavi project of skill development for the people of staying there will be also undertaking. soon before this 15th of August, I think Dharavi Experience Center will be formulated and it will be open for the public. Master plan is ready. Government has given
Multimodal corridor is coming in Dharavi, in
Dharavi.
the DRP. Okay.
Yes, that is under plan.
Okay.
We have asked the best also, we have asked railway authorities also, we have asked metro also, how this hub can be developed there. It will be an integrated. Also, BMC has taken that Miti River beautification, and I think this will be one of its kind, a very beautiful project of Dharavi, which will be seen in coming 7 to 8 years. That is how integrated cluster approach we have started in Ramabai Ambedkar Nagar when Honorable Eknathji Shinde was CM. And just now, when CM Fadnavis ji came, we inaugurated it. We are provided Ramabai Ambedkar Nagar 4,500 houses before 2029. That also has happened. MMRD is 80%, SRA is 20%. We are into joint venture. So many things we have formulated. And I think because of this housing policy, cluster policy, and integrated approach, and not working in silos, we are definitely marching ahead. By 2047 of Viksit Maharashtra, Viksit Bharat, we will definitely gallop. Because of this integrated cluster approach, I think untapped utilization of land will be open to all. Not only that, urbanization, which is growing at a very large pace in Maharashtra, that will also suffice because of the ancillary and peripheral cities which are connected to this. And I think SRA will definitely gallop under the able leadership who are sitting here, as well as the Honorable CM and Honorable DCMs. So I think what we are planning right now, along with the cluster approach, along with the integrated approach of different departments, we are marching ahead.
So like Ramabai Ambedkar Nagar, we'll see Asalfa, Vikroi Park site, one of these big slum pockets, Malavani and all being taken up for this.
Malavani also 200 acres we have already started. So I don't think.
Yeah. So I think we'll close this because we went beyond our time. Do you have any comments to make? Final comments? Sir, तुम्हाला काही final comments?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Pankaj. It was really wonderful. Can we do that? Yes. Thank you so much. And also, without forgetting, thank you so much to each one of you, each of the panelists present here. The ambition on display today gives us every reason for confidence in Mumbai's future. Ladies and gentlemen, I now request Ms. Vinaya Deshpande to please come forward for the felicitation of our panelists.